Okay, so I'm actually running a little bit late. My shoes are right over there. There we go. Okay. Good morning, happy Friday, everyone. So, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness to kick things off. Let's see, what would be my low? I guess I would say that my low is yesterday kind of seemed to drag on for a long time. That and I totally procrastinated getting out of bed this morning. But that's totally on me. I mean, I guess it was nice to sleep in a little bit, but I know I shouldn't have. My high is I got to see my nephews yesterday. That was actually a lot of fun. And my act of kindness was actually helping my mom watch my nephews. It's so fun it's warm enough where they get to be able to play outside again. I'm really glad they can do that now. I mean, unfortunately, it's also that time of year where, thanks to all the fall and winter stuff, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the ground and specifically sticks off of trees. And, you know, the kids like to play with sticks, but you gotta be careful that they don't wind up hitting themselves with it or hitting each other. Don't really want that now, do we? So this is actually a rather exciting day. If you recall a month ago, I thought that February was going to end with Alive After 5, as well as the first day of Rita's. The latter happened, but see, Alive After 5, if you don't know, is an event that happens here in Elmira, where every Friday, particularly during the summer, they people get to go out. It's basically a way for people to go out and have fun on a Friday night. You know, end of the work week, whatever. But again, it happens during the summer. Only in the last couple of years have they done I guess a winter edition, if you want to call it that. Even though it's March 28th and therefore it's already springtime. But again, there's going to be one over at the First Arena in Elmira, and I'm going to go to that. For a little bit anyway. I actually got invited to something that happens a little bit later tonight, but I'll definitely head to Alive After 5 first. I mean, last year they had Claudia Heuser, open, and then, actually I forgot who else they had. But this year, actually, who is performing at Alive After 5 tonight? Hold on. I can't afford to get this unplugged. Alright, I can find my computer mouse real fast. Events, okay. Uptown Groove, okay. Uptown Groove is performing. Alright. I don't think you've ever seen Uptown Groove, but I think we should be in for a very interesting show. Speaking of it, actually, you know what? My Holland notes are right here too, so I might as well get out my note. And my computer just got unplugged. Great. Give me a minute. Okay, good. I can't believe my computer just got unplugged. Can you believe that? Well, of course that would happen to me. I guess while it's booting up, how's your day going so far? Actually, it's just about 7:30 right now, so chances are by the time you're watching this, it's probably already well past 8 a.m. maybe. Unless you watch this immediately when it's uploaded. Actually, I don't know when this is going to get uploaded. You're going to have to play along by ear. Okay. Now, let's get out my Hot Ones notes. This was a rather interesting episode of Hot Ones, to say the least. Because, again, Isa Gonzalez was on yesterday's episode. Now, again, this is someone that I have no idea, like, who it is or who they are. So it was nice to learn about who they are. Like, she's in this movie called Ash, which is why she's on Hot Ones. She's promoting the movie Ash, where the director of the movie also directed White Lotus, I think. Hold on. Oh. Wait, his name is Flying Lotus? The hell? That is... okay. I'm learning all sorts of crazy stuff this week, aren't I? There's actually an American record producer and DJ named Flying Lotus? The hell? Wow. Okay, let's get back on track. So I just said he's a DJ and music producer, and he directed the movie Ash, which Isa Gonzalez is in. She's promoting it for Hot Ones. Okay. And because the Flying Lotus knows music, Sean had to ask, like, what role does music play in setting the tone for the movie? And Isa Gonzalez thought, like, yes, Flying Lotus definitely mastered his craft. For this movie, he thought that the music set like a hypnotic vibe, I guess. They talked about, because she's a, Latina actor, was breaking into the U.S. market from being on Spanish novellas, and now because back when she first started out, most likely when I was a kid, actually, how old is Isa Gonzalez? Oh, right, she's my age. Shoot. Okay, so quite literally back when I was a kid, because she would have been a kid too. This is back in like the 90s and early 2000s where, people of different nationalities and sometimes even skin color, they were, typecast into certain roles. That's just how it was back then. And now we live in a time where there's a space for, everyone, where there wasn't before. Regardless of where you're from or what your skin color is or what your accent sounds like. We live in a better time, and that's awesome. She talked about how she loves Tex-Mex food, which, fun fact, and I actually learned this, burritos and nachos, not from Mexico. We made them here in America. And she's like, yellow queso on tortilla chips? You would never find that in Mexico, but I love it. It works. And yeah, I know I've done a Mom Food about this before. Mom Food Chronicles, which I should be doing. I gotta get doing Mom Food Chronicles again. I know there's several others that I haven't talked about yet. But my grandfather would make, chili con queso, which for the most part is essentially tortilla chips and queso. Okay. Talked about the most impactful development as an actor she got was from the M&M studio. And, okay, this was like because First Week Feast does like shorts of like previews of what the episode's going to be. She can literally cry from one eye or the other. So she chooses like the right eye, and she like she makes a tear come out of her eye. I'm like, everybody was like applauding, to which I agree. That is so cool. Because here's the thing, like, and this is how she described it. She does like the same scene like 21 times a day. And it gets, because, or maybe it's like 21 scenes a day or something like that. Where, like, in this scene you're happy, this scene you're sad, this scene you're angry. And it's like all over the place. And through that, she learned how to like really control her emotions and make them, and perform that for method. Like, again, the ability to cry out of one eye or the other, that's incredibly method. Like, my gosh, that's incredible. She talked about Guy Ritchie putting her on her heels, trying to make her, like, she had to learn how to speak German for a scene in 10 minutes right before they were about to shoot the scene. Sean actually asked her what her most soul-crushing memories of auditioning in LA are, and she says, all of them. Hey, listen, I hear you. The auditioning process sucks. I mean, very rarely will you ever get like a Gabriel Iglesias story where they called him in to audition for Magic Mike, and he shows up and he didn't really even need to do anything. Like, it was almost like, hey, listen, we want you to do this role, can you do it? Like, rarely does that ever happen. There's a lot of, blood, sweat, and tears that go into, going through that audition process and finally getting that role. And, it's hard. I mean, sometimes you actually got to go, above and beyond in order to prepare for a role. Like, the next wing was, like, she actually rented an ambulance for the sake of preparing for one role, which, in the process, she actually learned of what people in ambulances do and how they don't get enough credit they deserve. And I agree, they don't get enough credit they deserve. So, shout out to the people who work in ambulances. You know who you are. Actually, I do believe my cousin works as an EMT. I should call him. They got to the bomb beyond Sandy. It was just her reacting to the bomb. It was just literally her reacting to the bomb. Sean didn't even ask a question. It was just like her reacting to the bomb. Like, that was it. They talked about how she likes to climb mountains, and her prettiest view from any mountaintop came from after climbing a mountain for 8 hours. Like, 8 hours? Good God, man. Like, even Jesus left church after 2. Good Lord. And for the last stab, Sean asked her to draw a sketch. So she drew a sketch, which is literally a sad face with a frowny face with tears falling from the eye. Specifically the right eye, which is, oh wait, no, it was the left eye. It was the left eye in the sketch. Right eye that she actually made cry, but left eye in the sketch. Anatomical position, folks. Yeah, this was awesome. We got to learn a lot about an otherwise phenomenal actress and singer, which, Sean didn't really ask her about singing or anything, now did he? Interesting. I mean, it doesn't matter. She still got through the wings of death. Well, I can't, her birthday is January 30th. That's literally over a month after me. That's insane. I mean, I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge how pretty she is, I suppose. No, she is very pretty. I shouldn't. She is. I'm just going to leave it at that. So yeah, this is the last Friday of March of 2025. That's crazy. And that means only 3 more days after today that I can wear this tie. Now, I suppose I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, I'll just simply say that I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I am hopeful that we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Hey, you know what? It's the weekend, man. We just gotta get through today. We got the weekend. It's gonna be awesome. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Always have your back. Take care. And as always, make good choices. 607 all day, baby.